One, two, buckle my shoe. Three, four, the dough. Hey, what's going on? What is going on, people, man? You are now tuning in to the Heavy Hitters Live, and we do it like that on a daily basis. Let's go. What to do, what to do, what to do. As you already seen from the intro, this is the Heavy Hitters Live on Wednesday, the day before Turkey Day. I am your boy, the six man K Styles, aka the Silver Fox. To my stage left, as you see him over here with no cut camera on, which is all good. It is Mad Mike Sports, aka the Senator
Wow, you really gonna call me
Palpatine.
out like that? You really
You
gonna
damn
call
right.
me out like that already? We can't just start off on a good note. You already gotta call me out.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
used to that shit from you. I see you really are the asshole of the bunch. Okay, everybody think it's me, but it's this jacket.
Um, yeah, cause I think I found out I was a jackass today when somebody cracked a joke and I told him you got to be at work 5 days a week before you start cracking jokes on me. But hey man, hey look, hey. Also, man,
5 days a week.
motherfucker don't show up to he only he doesn't show up to work. On 2 days he don't show up to work. It's payday and Monday.
Don't be trying to tell people what to do.
Exactly. Hey man, and like I said, also as well, man, y'all already know the minister in the building, the calm before the storm, the voice of reason, Jew Talk Sports. We make up the three minds of the heavy hitters. Bow. Yes, sir. And before we go ahead and start this show, Mad Mike Sports, what do we normally give? What do we normally say at this point in time? It's time for the
That was my Bette Midler impersonation. You know how they do in show business.
is that we doing way too much for no
Way
reason
too
at all.
much.
Sound like these Falcons doing way too much all the time. But
Oh,
let's go ahead and get this thing cracking, man. And yep, you know when you do that point, the DJ has to then point the thing out right. So we got DJ in the building. So let's go ahead and kick this roll call off, man. We got Andrew G in the building. We got Big Ant, Nathan Floyd, ATL Leo, Wheezy B. We got Jay Diaz, T Terry, D Coleman. We got Michael Walker, the real Michael Walker.
mm-hmm.
Got my girl Sonya in the building. Shout out to my people
Yeah,
right
Sonya.
there. Mucho Grundy. We got Dre Murphy in the building. And see if we can get a couple more people in here before we get this thing started. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you go ahead and share this conversation. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Because it is rivalry week. As you already see in the background, we got the Falcons and the Stizanks. Kind of funky in here.
Yeah.
Funky.
Yes,
Brian Peoples, D. Sloan, Corey Gears. What's happening? Come on, we get about a couple more people in here so we can jam out. Hey, I'm not kicking no rhymes. I don't rap. What are we doing? I don't know. I'm waiting on people to show up. Hey, heavy hitters live. What you wanna do? I'm about to slide. Hey. All right, DJ. Cut it off. All right. That was the best thing. That was the best. That was the best. That's when the rhyme got good. Is when I cut the beat, so I could shut the hell up. So, what's going on,
Nah, we'll
fellas,
just get
man?
Jew brother to put something together for us. We'll get VA to
Exactly.
put something together for us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
most definitely.
Hey man. Hey man. Well, how we doing this evening, fellas? How y'all doing, man? How you doing?
Hey man, it's the day before
Oh, great,
Thanksgiving.
great, great.
Okay, good. I want to know how everybody that's watching know how everybody is doing. Make sure you put it in the chat where you're representing from, and let us know how your day was, and are you ready for some turkey tomorrow? Some turkey and football.
Are you ready for some turkey in the football?
Well, mother gonna get the itis early, but well, I want to get this go out. I heard something very disturbing today. Somebody was singing a song talking about dropping it low for Jesus, but we're gonna say that for later. All right, so it's that conversation. All right, man. It is rivalry week. We got the Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. As we already know, the Falcons coming off a bye week, so this is going to be a critical junction in this season. Um, just to get some little side notes going on with this particular game. If anybody want to know what it says the Falcons are a 1 point favorite in this game against New Orleans, which was very surprising because just on Monday, the Saints were a 1 point favorite. So they swapped it before Turkey Day. I wonder why. So,
Mm.
fellas, with the news that's coming out of certain guys coming back, David Onyemata, the offer, like you said, you got Desmond Ritter coming back, about to get the keys to the car. Um, I want to know what's your confidence level going into this game, man, and whoever want to go ahead and kick us off, floor is yours.
I'll say this. My confidence level going in this game, to be honest, I'm confident because it's a home game. For I don't know why I thought it was an away game until I actually like
Yeah, me
early. I went and looked
too.
at it for a reason. I thought it was going to be an away game, but this is a home game for us. So I'm confident because the Saints haven't been playing particularly well. Pretty much none of these NFC South teams have been playing well on the offensive side of the football. It's been basically the defenses that have been carrying for the most part most of these teams in this division. So I'm really confident going in this game for the mere fact that our Falcons have played really well at home this season. For whatever reason, this season we've played really, really well at home. So I really expect them coming back with Desmond Ritter. It's going to give this team, I think, a shot in the arm. It's going to give them a boost. And then having guys like David Onyemata and D. Alford, I really feel like those two guys are two key players for this Atlanta Falcons defense. You guys know I dropped a video talking about David Onyemata being pretty much to me the anchor of this defense, the most important player on this Atlanta Falcons defense now that Grady Jarrett is injured for the remainder of the season. So I really think in this game, I've seen some clips of guys talking about the game. I shared it on Twitter. Caden Ellis, David Onyemata, they're going against their former team. Ryan Nielsen going against his former team. So we know that they licking their chops, and for guys like that, especially play on the defensive side of the ball, in practice you can't live tackle. So you chirping, you talk back and forth with the offensive guys if you're on the defensive side of the ball. So I know that Caden Ellis been licking his chops because he want to hit a guy like Alvin Kamara. He want to hit the quarterback, but in practice you can't touch David Carr. You can't touch, Jameis Winston. So in this game, Onyemata and those guys, they get that opportunity to go up against guys that they know really, really well. So I really feel like this is going to be, as we know, to me, it's one of the best rivalries in the NFL, the Saints and Falcons. So I really expect this Falcons team to play well in this game. And I really think that, like I said, this is a game where, to me, this game is going to tell me a lot about how the rest of this season is going to go, to be completely honest. Our season can continue to downward spiral as we're on a 3-game losing streak heading into the bye, or this could be a game where you turn everything around, because I really feel like if you win this game, the Falcons are going to have a lot of confidence heading into the second half of this season, the last 7 games. And whoever wins this game, I think, gives themselves a boost and a leg up. If we lose this game, the Saints, I believe, at this point has like a 1.5 game, lead against us in the division, because right now they're 5-6, we're 4-6. So if we win this game, we basically will both be 5-6, but we haven't lost any games in the NFC South. So, like I said, I'm really excited to watch this game, but I really feel like that bye week came at the perfect time for this Falcons team to kind of step back and analyze. I've been listening all week to Arthur Smith's press conferences, and it sounds like they had a chance to woosah. They had a chance to kind of think things through. And a lot of the things that Mike has been saying, a lot of things that Kay, you've been saying, a lot of things that we've been saying since the bye about not panicking, about a lot of these games have been really, really close. Arthur Smith talked about that in his press conferences. So I really feel like this team
Yeah,
is.
don't say. Yeah, don't say.
Well,
Y'all could take it from there, man. I said enough.
go ahead, Mike.
Um, See, this is the reason why I'm like, you have to use what we call common sense and not be idiotic, right? It's just plain out stupid to sit up here and panic and say the team need to be blown up when you're not getting blown out. Falcons have yet to get blown out. We're talking about 4 touchdowns or more, 4 scores or more. It has yet to happen. I mean, if you look at his entire tenure with the Atlanta Falcons, he's yet to get blown out. I mean, I think the only game that we really got blown out, we can say, is the Cincinnati game, right? That's pretty much it. Every game that we played under Arthur Smith, they've been in every game. So it's just a matter of, can these guys finally put it all together? This is the first time. It hasn't even been an entire year these guys have been together. There's no reason to panic. There's no reason to fire him. There's no reason to look for another quarterback or wide receiver, running back, offensive lineman, defensive guys. There's no need for all that. These guys are playing. They believe in what he's doing, and they believe in what the Falcons are doing. It just comes, down to experience. Experience is the best teacher. We can sit up here and say that it's like, we'll draft this guy and draft that guy, but we seeing all across the league, quarterbacks is just quarterback play is absolutely terrible. And I posted that video of Tom Brady saying the exact same thing, that your greatness has been stating that the NFL and the quarterback is horrible. We've been telling y'all this. Have we telling y'all, stop looking at just the Atlanta Falcons and look around the league? Quarterback play, football, coaching is terrible. It's bad. These guys aren't getting what they necessarily need. This is why I believe in what Arthur is and the Falcons are doing, because they're going back and teaching these guys. Sometimes you need a little bit of tough love. No, I did not like Desmond Ritter being benched, but sometimes like it goes deeper than what we perceive it to be. Maybe that was just maybe Arthur in his head is like, look, if I bench my head coach, if I bench my head guy, which is the quarterback, I will bench you. Like maybe he's trying to send that. I don't know what his is like. I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but that could have played a factor. But at the end of the day, man, the experience is the best teacher. But as far as this game is concerned, man, I think you pretty much hit it on the head. The thing that I'm most focused on is I can't believe I did this. Every time I say something about this dude, I'm gonna just God, please don't make me look stupid. I'm really praying to you right now. All right. Father God, please do not make me look stupid. Because every time I mention this guy, something just bad happens. So I'm jumping
Don't
out on
don't don't
faith.
don't
All right.
don't
I'm
mention him
jumping
yet.
out on
Don't
faith.
don't 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 mention
I'm
him yet.
jumping out on faith. I'm jumping out on faith, K Styles. Okay.
On
I'm
faith.
I'm I'm
Faith
I'm
is
gonna
the
jump
first
off
step.
this.
Faith is the first step.
Faith is the first step. So I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, so I know that Dennis Allen is a secondary guy. All right. He's not a trench guy, he's a secondary guy. And I know for the most part, you have our guy, Ryan Nielsen, is a trench guy. He's not a secondary guy. So I'm gonna step out on a limb and put all the onus on Richie Grant, man. Because if he doesn't play well, they're gonna destroy us with that young wide receiver that they got. Olave, Chris Olave. He's a deep threat. He's gonna make some big plays deep. So I'm looking at Richie Grant. Here's looking at you, kid. This is your time to redeem yourself. This is your time to shine, and this is your time to, regain faith with the Atlanta Falcons. All right, and just like they've been disrespecting you, they've been disrespecting you. You had a third, you have a backup tight ends calling you out. So this is for you. If you are that guy, if you are an NFL player, it's time for you to act like it. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you. You got called out. Ain't no way around that. You got called out. When somebody say, you get put him one on one and give me a chance, and I got this. It's up to you. It's up to you. This Falcon defense, for the most part, has been playing well together as a cohesive unit. The only piece on this defense that's been getting picked on is him. He's literally the only one. Everybody can't say AJ Terrell, but like AJ Terrell don't get picked on. That's another misconception. We've seen quite a few bull crap calls when it comes down to AJ Terrell. That doesn't happen. So AJ Terrell actually playing a lot better than what people believe. But Richie Grant, on the other hand, yeah, here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, he ain't got no choice. And like you said, man, especially coming off this bye week, they already know it's them against the world. Um, pretty
It's
much.
me against the world.
Ooh, because we pretty much done seen the conclusion that the majority of the city has already given up on this team. As you said, they clamoring to blow it up. So, like you said, the pressure is all the pressure. You got some pressure on you, but the pressure is off. If y'all know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, ain't no no. Like you said, nobody believes in y'all. Y'all just have to believe in yourselves, and that needs to be the only thing right there. Is y'all against the world. And what OG Truth said, let's get it. Because at this point in time in the season, the direction on where they want to go in the off season is going to depend on this 7 game stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be time right now is are y'all going to be lifting yourself up by your bootstraps? Or are you going to be pissing in the wind?
I
So,
agree with you, K.
yeah. Which is very interesting because all this is just going to go right into the keys to victory. Like as y'all already know, what the 3 keys to victory is not necessarily 3 keys from each person, but it's going to be 1 key from each person. Trio of minds equals 1 mission. Heavy hitters, baby. So,
Bang.
Mike, what is your key to victory for the Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints? And before you go, let's go and give another. Let's see. We got some more people that popped in here. Like you said, Southside 12. Workflow Dre. Shout out to Workflow Dre, man. That's our peoples right there, man. He gets the utmost love from us. Um, Definitely appreciate you joining them. No Shot Double D. Hey, appreciate you coming in as well, man. We got Anthony White in the building. And we got somebody in the background, and it sounds like to me we got somebody asking for favors. No, nobody's asking for favors. It's the Don's favor. What's happening?
What's good? I decided to join y'all because I'm on the side of the road getting my tire work, and
Uh,
my stuff and my spare is not there. So yeah, I'm screwed.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Like you said, they came with your, like you said, you got the roadside assistance with your insurance, right?
No, I just paid for the roadside assistance.
God dang it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, long as they get you worked on, man. And since you came in at the right time, we already going in on the keys to victory. And Don, we're gonna let you go ahead and kick us off. What is your key to victory for the Falcons?
Keys, not 15 keys, okay?
I'm gonna do one. One key to victory in this game, man. I just feel like our interior D line has to step up in this game. We have to stop Kamara. Like we have to we have to just neutralize that Saints run game. We can do that. We're fine. It doesn't matter if they have Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, even Taysom Hill behind center. If they don't get their run game going, I feel like our defense will be fine on come Sunday.
Okay, okay, okay. That's cool. Whoever wants to follow that, like you said, go ahead,
Mine,
Mike.
mine, mine will be pretty fast. I think I'm gonna pull one out for you, K Styles.
Mm-hmm.
I think this like one we get Parker Hesse back. I don't think people will realize that he and Keith Smith are one of the most vital parts of this offense because those guys are great at blocking and setting up the run. And he's one of those guys, when you look at it, it's like he's a quiet assassin. It's like you'll never even pay him attention because he's always doing his damn job. And I think if you look at the missing links of this offense, has really been the blocking and helping and chipping with the tackles and chipping with the guards in the backfield. Because he and Keith Smith, like I said, those guys are, and I think Keith Smith, the best of my knowledge, he's still suffering from a concussion. So they bring him along slowly. So it's a perfect time to get a guy like Parker Hesse back, who come off of injury himself. So I'm gonna say Parker Hesse, man. I'm gonna say Parker Hesse and Keith Smith. Those guys are vital to our chipping, our blocking. If we can, I'm not too, you know, afraid of their defensive line. A lot of the defensive line, those guys are older, they're bigger, they don't necessarily use a lot of speed. So I think this is a perfect matchup for us, for our offensive line, because we can trade power for power with anybody in the league. But we always have issues with the speed guys. So I love this matchup for our offensive line. So I'm going to say Parker Hesse and Keith Smith, those guys with the chipping in the running game.
Okay, okay, okay. What you got on that, Jew? What you got on that?
So my main key to victory in this game is going to be the big play. We have to eliminate the big play. Y'all talked about Richie Grant, and I think it was D. Coleman. I think it was either D. Coleman or Dre Murphy saying, "Jew, protect your boy Richie Grant, or get your boy Richie Grant." But in this game, I really feel like just the Falcons defense as a whole. I seen tackling as something that they were saying in the chat as well. But I really think that tackling and all of that goes under that bracket of just stop the big plays, stop the explosive plays. If you guys remember, I think last year in the game, I think it was in New Orleans, where Dean Pease got hit on the sideline and then he was out of the game. They had to take him to the hospital, and they had like that one big play in the first half where they scored a touchdown. And it was Richie Grant, I think, that dove and tried to bat the ball. And they had like a big play that where they scored a touchdown. And that was pretty much the only explosive play that they had pretty much the whole game. So I really feel like in this game, you just got to eliminate the big play. Shaheed is one of those guys that likes to go deep. Alave is one of those guys that likes to go deep. And really, to be honest, in this game, it comes down to me to which quarterback plays in this game. I prefer Derek Carr over Jameis Winston because Jameis Winston to me is one of those guys. He will turn the ball over, but he's not afraid to make mistakes. He's going to throw the ball deep, where Derek Carr kind of holds onto the ball and he checks the ball down a lot. And I really feel like in this game, if Jameis Winston ends up playing, he's going to take a lot of deep shots down the field. So you just got to be Richie Grant, all of those guys, those corners and safeties. You just got to do your job in this game. Don't try to make it the big play. Don't get out of position. Just be, as they say, disciplined. Just be disciplined in this game. If we're disciplined in this game, I really feel like we'll beat this team. Stay in your gaps, be sound, because we know Taysom Hill is another one who can break off big, long runs as well. And we've seen that the last 2 weeks prior to the bye, quarterback scrambling out of the pocket, that's really hurt us. So I really feel like in this game, it's going to come down to eliminating those big explosive plays. If you make the Saints go 70, 80, 65-yard drives, I think that they'll make a mistake, because our defense is really sound. So I really just concerned about the big play because we've given up big plays. And usually that's what swings the game. You guys know I always talk about those 2 to 3 plays in the game where that's what changes the game, and that's where you win or lose the game. So in this game, don't give up nothing cheap, nothing deep. Don't give up any one touch, 50-yard bomb touchdown, 60-yard bomb touchdowns. You want them to methodically have to move the ball down the field. And I think if you do that, you force them into turnovers, because we know Carr and Jameis Winston are turnover prone. So make those guys slowly but surely march the ball down the field, because we know when we get into the red zone, this defense tightens up and we're one of the best teams. I think we're still giving up one rushing touchdown. Is that still? I believe that's still going. I don't remember the last.
Yeah.
Josh
I
Dobbs.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we get down in the red zone, we've been really, really good on our defensive line and limiting touchdowns as far as them being able to run. And we tighten up when we get down to into the red zone. We're really good at stopping teams and keeping them out of the end zone. So I feel like in this game, the only way that a lot of teams have been scoring on us is the deep play. We got to stop those one play 50-yard bomb touchdown. We stop that in this game. I really feel like you make the Saints earn it. I really think that we'll force some turnovers, because I don't think that Carr or Jameis Winston is not patient enough to just take what the defense is giving them.
I think y'all just missed exactly what you just said. You just came up with the catchphrase for the game. Y'all just missed it. Nothing cheap, nothing deep. That, God damn
I'm gonna
it,
let
Mike, you might
I'm
need to.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Nope, I'm not touching that one.
You need to write that down. Nothing cheap, nothing deep.
Nothing deep. Nope. I'm gonna leave that one alone. That's too
And
easy.
yeah, that's too easy, but it's a point though, because
Nothing
that's
deep. Nothing deep.
just like you said, man. That those are the plays that really been killing this defense all year. It's nothing really
Yeah.
methodical. It's that big play. It's kind of going into my key is you have to take advantage of your opportunities. Red zone, sacks, just everything in general. Like I said, you have to play within yourself in the game. And we have to get out of the mindset of trying to do too damn much and just play the game. This is going to be the big difference right here. We're going to see if this bye week is necessary, because that's essentially what the Falcons' problem had been all season, was they was just doing too damn much. And like you said, they was leaving opportunities out on the field. And like Brian Peoples here say, man, we don't need the Young Wei Koo show. When we get in the red zone, we need the 7 points instead of the 3. Like I said, when Young Wei Koo goes out to kick, I want to see him kicking extra points, not field goals. Like you said, when you have an opportunity to get the quarterback down, I need you to get the quarterback down. We already know Taysom Hill they're gonna be running Taysom Hill about 10, 15 times a game here. You gonna have to make those plays in the backfield once you get them stuck. This is what I'm talking about. So many opportunities that need to be taken advantage of. And that right there is my key. And if they take care of those opportunities and be assertive in the game, we can win this game. Even if Desmond Ridder has to dink and dunk his way through this game. Hey, do that. Whichever running back is hot, run that. Whichever receiver is hot, pass it to him. Because at the end of the day, man, that like you said, the coach done got all the flack now. Your young quarterback done got all the flack now. Now the whole team. It's time to step up. And that is my key to victory right there. Take advantage of the opportunity. And Bradley Payne, please don't be shanking punts neither. Because I'm on your ass about that the last couple weeks. These folks talking about who your favorite Saints player. Nobody, baby. All right. So I think Don just hopped off on here. Let's go ahead and get into some of these comments right quick. Like you said, like Brian here said, I don't need the cool show. B-Roll said Taysom Hill needs to be a non-factor. Because a lot of us Falcon fans know that usually they look to Taysom Hill to be the spark plug in his offense. They've been doing this since he's been there. And it's really only been him. And I just looked and saw they got Jimmy Graham back. I didn't even know he was still in the damn league.
Man, last time I heard from him, he was laying on the side of the road somewhere high. So
Right. D. Sloan here said, if y'all think about it, Ritter's in the same situation last season by playing him after the bye against the Saints. The only difference is the fact that he's played majority the first half of the season. And that's a very interesting comment right there. So I want to ask the fellas this question. All right, going off of this comment right here. What do you expect from Desmond Ridder as we find out now that he is named the starter for the rest of the season? What are you looking for to be a little bit different from what the first half of the season was?
I was about to say something about my nephew. I'm eating a sandwich, but pickles. You know what pickles are?
What the hell, Bickles?
Pickles. He called them pickles.
Bickles.
Pickles. I'm eating a sandwich with pickles, but he called it pickles. Pickles. All right. Yeah, but but as far as Desmond Ridder is concerned, man, I just, for me, it's going to be more is focused because I expect him to come out firing, but I'm going to look at his demeanor on the field as far as how he commands the offense. That's the first thing that I'm going to be looking at. His demeanor, how vocal he is when he's in the game. Like I said, is he very vocal? How he moves around? Is he cutting it loose, letting it loose? Those are the things I'm focused on. I think that he handle himself. The Falcons offense, they seem to rally around him. They got a little bit more life. When he came into the game, it's like, all right, I got my boy back. Especially the receivers. The receivers, boy, they was they got tired of Taylor Heineke checking it down to the tight end and running. It's like, look, I want the ball. Receivers, but Drake and Kyle, they wasn't feeling that shit. They wasn't feeling that at all. So I think the receivers are definitely gonna, they're really gonna look to Dez to provide that extra spark. Like I said, being at home, it's definitely gonna fire him up. And one thing too that I've been seeing a lot more of is Desmond Ritter in that RPO. Um, just to get him going, especially near the goal line and short yardage situation. They've been using that a lot more often. So he's slowly making those transitions to make Desmond as comfortable as he possibly can. So, yeah, it's primarily I'm just gonna look at how he commands the offense.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I think with Desmond Ritter, the thing that I do is I listen to these press conferences and what they say. And I listened to his press conference, I believe it was today, where he talked about, you know, when he was turning the ball over, he kind of tightened up. And I really feel like now that he's been benched, I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. So I think at this point, he's going to let loose. He talked about the players going out there and playing with passion and going out there and having fun. And I really feel like in this game, like what Mike was saying, I want to see if he's going to be gun shy.
Oh, so he said passive? Did they use the word passive? Has Mad Mike ever used that word before too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Passion, man. And that's what he talked about. That's I listen to what the players say. And I really feel like he's going to go out there and let it loose. He's going to go play his game. And one thing that I think that he started thinking about is everybody kept talking about the turnovers. Turnovers are going to happen. People, if y'all don't think that Desmond Ritter going to throw another interception in this season, I'm sad to say he's going to turn the ball over. That's a part of the game. If you look at any of these quarterbacks, even the elite quarterbacks, the good quarterbacks, the ones that you guys want on this team, they're turning the ball over. The Lamar Jacksons, believe it or not, the Josh Allens, they're turning the ball over. So I really feel like it's not about the turnovers. It's about what do you do after you throw an interception, after you fumble. What do you do after that? Can you forget
Mm-hmm.
about it, go back out there and still perform, or do you go into a downward spiral? And I really feel like Desmond Ritter has that toughness. He's been benched, so we're gonna see how he comes back from it. But he's been an underdog his whole life. He talked about that. I've been an underdog, so I really expect him to come back out, in this game and play loose. Like I said, he's going in the NFL. Those windows, guys are not running wide open. That rarely happens unless the defender falls or unless somebody blows a coverage. This is not college where you can see guys just running wide open every play. That doesn't happen in the NFL. So you're gonna have to throw in tight windows at opportune moments. And guess what? Tip balls happen. Guys, I've seen where receivers will drop a ball and it's an interception. I've seen where a D lineman will bat the ball at the line of scrimmage and they'll get intercepted. So you can't worry about turnovers. And I really feel like that whole him turning the ball over got kind of blown out of proportion. I'm not worried about the turnovers. I want to see how do you respond after you make a mistake, because we know mistakes are going to happen. Defenses get paid. They're getting paid. They're professionals on the other side of the ball as well. So they're going to make plays as well. And that's why I was talking about those 1 to 2 plays. So I really want to see in this game how this team bounces back. It's not even really about Desmond Ritter. It's about the team as a unit, how this team is going to bounce back, because we've seen Bijan fumble. We've seen when Taylor Heineke was in there, what happened? He threw an interception. That happens. It's going to happen throughout a game. It's about how do you respond? How do you get back up once you get knocked down? So that's what I'm really focusing on in this game. Is he going to be gun shy and not scared to let it loose? Or is he going to go back to in the beginning of the season where I seen him making those tight window throws and not worrying about it? Because we've seen in the Tampa game, 3 fumbles. What did he do on that last drive when it was winning time? I seen him made a tight throw down the field to Kyle Pitts to put us in field goal range to win the game. So those are the type of plays that I look at is when it's all said and done, when it's time to win the game and when it's time to make a big play, can you do it? And can you forget about the mistakes that you've made during that particular game and still overcome it. And that's what I'm looking at in this game.
Hmm. Whatchamacallit, one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite football movies, The Replacement, where the coach tell Shane Falco, winners want the ball when the game is on the line. And and the expectation from Desmond, I think you hit it right, hit the nail on the head. The worst thing that happened to him was he got benched. And Mike, what did I tell you about that? Like you pretty much said it too. It was pretty much necessary to calm his ass down,
Mm-hmm.
and and him doing too much or trying to overcompensate the situation to try to prove something. Mm. At this point in time of the season, like you said, it's nothing that needs to be proven. Like you said, I'm expecting some more RPO. I'm expecting some more moving of the pocket because, like I said, even though the Saints really ain't doing too much as far as really scaring nobody, identically, we're technically having the same type of season. The biggest difference is they're getting turnover, they're winning the turnover margin. We're losing the turnover margin. And like you said, that just comes in from just playing your game.
Mm-hmm.
Play within the game. Don't do too much. Like you said, just take what take what the opponent is giving you. So I kind of expect to see the dink and dunk pocket moving presence of this offense for this week. I mean, because we've already seen when they move the pocket, when they use that RPO, and Mike does not like the RPO worth a damn.
I don't like the RPO because of the quarterback. It turns quarterbacks into morons. That's the only reason why I hate it.
Right. And at the end of the day, man, like you said, it just comes down to, hey, just play within the game, and I think he'll be fine.
I do like the way the Falcons are using the RPO. It's not like Philly. Philly is never gonna win the Super Bowl in my opinion because they rely too heavily on the RPO to get their offense going. It's their main source of offense. Everything is predicated off of it. That's why he's turned the ball over multiple times during the game. But how the Falcons do it, they run their offense first. And then in the goal line situation, you see them go, and I'm short yardage situation, you see them go to the and they've been doing it ever since Matt Ryan was here. So he's using the RPO as a part of the system, not the main source of the system. And I
Mhm.
think that's the thing with the RPO that is good. When you try to make it the main source of your offense, you're just doomed for failure and you're doomed for turnovers, which is why, again, one of the guys in the NFL quarterbacks that got paid $200 million, he's right up near the top and top five in turnovers, and he's still turning the ball over. So it's like it just turns quarterbacks and just turnover machines and just turn them into idiots. And then like when it's time to run the offense, they're slow and sluggish.
Right. Auntie Pam, what's going on? Appreciate you joining us. How
Hello.
you doing? How you doing? And like Andrew G here said, man, he said fumbles, interceptions happen to every quarterback. None are perfect. Ritter only had an issue with fumbles, and it was really plays where he kind of got careless with the way he was holding the football. Yeah. Hmm. And like you said, man, being benched may have been the best thing that ever happened to him.
What I always said, K Style, I said if he wants to be great, he's going to seize this opportunity
Hmm.
and make because it don't matter what I think. I think Desmond really has what it takes to be a starting quarterback, a pretty good quarterback. But it's up to him. I can sit up here, K Style can Jew, we can get messed, all upset all we want to, but it comes down to him. if he believes that he is a great quarterback, he's going to use this as motivation to show everybody, look, I'm that dude. This is my team. It's up to him now.
Exactly. All right. So guess we gonna go ahead and get to the Q&A portion of the show, man. So everybody go ahead, line them questions up, man. Like you said, what are your thoughts on this game? Anything just pertaining to whatever. But and I tell everybody, don't pay attention to Dre Nelson in the chat. He's one of them disgruntled Falcon fans that's been mad since '07. So that
That man got that man got facts tatted on his ass.
But he won't tell you that his facts are his opinions. And he try to mask them as facts. So y'all don't pay him no. Don't pay. Like I said, don't pay him no mind. Like I said, he just want a little bit of attention. But let's see. Hold on, I just saw something. Hold on, what the hell? Okay, here you go. Like Moochie here said, Justin Herbert has the least turnovers, and he's still struggling. Like I said, like I said, man, it just has not been a good year for quarterbacks. Look at that. Facts. Hey, Jew, facts. What's up, Mike? Facts. Well, he trying to get that Aflac commercial. That's what he trying to do. He trying to get that Aflac to go. Facts. He trying to get what's the car facts? Facts. Dre Murphy here said, what's the word on Simba, aka Mac Hollins? I think they said he may be good to go this game. He may be. I know they say he was limited in practice. Actually, he was limited, but he's practicing. And I know Younghoe Koo, he was limited to a back issue, and Calais Campbell was on old man rest.
Yep. That's what you call it, old man rest.
Old man rest, boy. That's that. Well, yeah, that respected OG rest.
Yes, sir.
Facts. Hey, just make sure you drinking on the lemonade too. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Facts. Mucho here said, what happened to Jarvis Landry? Did he retire? Yeah, I don't damn know.
I think he got hurt or something like that. I think he got hurt.
I don't think nobody signed him. Did they? He was. I think
I forgot. He got hurt, and he may have gotten into something when he was up. No. I'm thinking about the other Landry. I'm thinking about somebody else.
Yeah,
I think he's a free agent.
Yeah, he didn't. Nobody signed him. He was on the Saints last year, but nobody signed him. He's a free agent.
Facts. Here we go. How is D Alford? I think D Alford's good to go for this game. And that has been an integral part missing off of this defense right now. And get him to come back, I think would be a lifted spirit, as well as David Onyemata coming back. Oh, Christy, what's going on? Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all put some flowers in for the ladies. Like the ladies of the nest. Like you said, we got Sonya in here, you got Christy, you got Pamela. Hey, yeah, put some flowers in here for the ladies. But yeah, like you said, D Alford, he should be good to go. Because damn it, I have more faith in D Alford in the slot right now as far as covering slot receivers as in where Richie Grant is right now. Richie Grant plays better as a rover and not a man in the slot right now. So yeah, that's going to be integral. So how do y'all feel about Dr? Hold on. Oh wait a minute. Oh, we got another question here. Okay, cool. Dre Murphy asked, "How did y'all think Clark Phillips the third did for in his first start, like in the last game?"
He looked good. He looked good, but I think that the Arizona Cardinals ran a lot of routes to kind of like they ran a lot of rub routes. I don't know if you guys remember. I talked about it in our post game show against Arizona where they ran a rub route and they tried to get Hollywood Brown the ball and it was just overthrown. But Clark Phillips was pretty much cooked. But it was the route that he ran. It had nothing
They
to do with his
they
coverage.
run a lot of combo routes that forces
Yeah,
the safety deep. So a lot of times the corner can't be as aggressive if he want because he has to pass it off to the safety. So he really didn't get tested in this game.
yeah. I mean, they tried, but they just did a lot of rubs and a lot of bunch routes. So they, try to take away what he does best, which is kind of press man coverage. But I mean,
Hmm.
he looked good. I mean, he's aggressive. He tackles well. He's not on D Alford's level yet, but as we've been saying, experience is the best teacher. That was his first NFL live action, so it takes time to get used to. But from what from what I've seen from him, he did really good. He did really good, but it was just the schemes, and that's something that I kind of want to talk about with the Falcons as well. When we get in the red zone this Sunday, if we're going to pass the ball, please run those mesh routes where you have guys that have to pass. Just what Kay and Mike was talking about making guys pass off routes. The touchdown to Scotty Miller was basically just a mesh route where guys were just running
Yeah,
all the way
the
across the field,
crosses,
Crossing each other.
crossing each other.
and making guys have to pass things off. And that's how Scotty Miller got wide open because the corner literally ran into the linebacker that was standing there in coverage. He couldn't run across the field with him. So that's another way to get guys the ball. And I want to see us do that. And I don't know if you guys watched the Chiefs game. They did the same exact thing with Travis Kelce, where they basically just ran basically a pick route. Guy really wasn't running a route at all and the safety just couldn't get over to Travis Kelce. So that's just being smart. When you get in the red zone, it gets tight. You want to run those type of rub routes. The offense has all of the rules in their favor at this point. So I would run a lot of those mesh patterns, those type of routes where it makes it tough for guys to cover man to man or even covering zone because you're basically picking guys off.
Hmm. And like you said, that just come down to taking what the defense give them, like mesh routes, like you said, move the pocket. That's really one of the biggest things I need to see is if we're knowing that Drew Dahlman has his struggles as far as protection up the middle, I would like to see that pocket get moved a little bit more.
Hmm.
We ain't said you got to run the quarterback 15 times a game. No, but like you said, you just want to move it enough to where you have to force the defensive line to slow up because, like I said, it's a lot easier for a defensive lineman to go straight up the field than trying to go sideline to sideline. So I like to see that a little bit more. Um, No Shot has any update on Troy Anderson? Is he completely done for the season? I think he's pretty much done. He's been pretty much done for the season. Cause I know he had the shirt. He had the surgery. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a torn pick. You ain't coming back for
he
that.
ain't come back from no torn
It's a slight tear, but you still got
Mm,
like that's an
you
energy that you don't want to play with.
Yeah, you don't want to take the chance on that. And like you said, and definitely, and I will say this, definitely shout out to Nate Landman for stepping in and doing what he got to do. Um, he still has his struggles going sideline to sideline consistently. But like you said, when they need him to make a play on defense, it seemed like he's been the main one making that play. And give credit what credit is due, boy. That's a gem right there.
Hmm.
He doesn't second guess himself. That's one good thing about a linebacker. What he lacks in athleticism, he makes up with his aggressiveness, and also just he has the feel. As a linebacker, we've talked about that. You just have to have that feel. You gotta basically have those instincts. He has those linebacker instincts, and when he shoots a gap, he shoots it. Whether it's the wrong one or the right one, I'm going to the gap. I'm going to make a play. What I like about Nate Landman, it ain't no second guessing with him. It's just like I'm flowing. I'm going where like water. I'm flowing. I'm not waiting. And that's what you got to be. You got to be on your toes as a linebacker. So one thing I like about Nate Landman, if he gonna make a mistake, he gonna make it full speed. That's how you got to do it. You can't be out there half. I'm stuck in no man's land. I'm not guarding nobody. Nate Landman if he gonna make a mistake, speed.
Facts. Facts.
And Michael Walker stuck in no man's land, just like, bro, move or something. Jeez.
Right. Exactly.
Looking confused.
Right.
Don't be standing in quicksand. Do something.
Right. And another, like you said, that's the other thing on the defensive side too, is the edges have to hold they contain as well. So, like you said, and I think
Indicator and Carter been real sloppy lately with their contain.
Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of those big plays in these last few games where we've seen these teams get these big plays on these runs, it's been pretty much coming down to not holding the edge. Playing disciplined football. Just like you said, you can flow like water, but boy, don't crash.
No, we don't need the waterfall. Don't go chasing waterfalls, okay?
Stick to the rivers and lakes like you used to.
Stay in your gap, man. Stay in your gap. Because that's been a huge part. Like we're talking about Taysom Hill. One thing about Taysom Hill, if you get out your gap, everybody's not gap sound, then that's when you see those big runs by Taysom Hill. Because he gonna find where that open gap is. So that's why everybody gotta be accountable. No spin moves, none of that. When Taysom Hill's in the game, that ain't a time for you to do your best pass rush move. It's about you keeping your gap integrity. Don't jump out of your gap trying to do some spectacular move. Just stay in your position.
AKA be like 3-6 Mafia and hit a motherfucker. That's the best. That's the best way to describe this game. Be like 3-6 Mafia. Hit a motherfucker. So
I bet you won't push a mother.
Well, I can't play that song, boy. I'll be ready to jump.
No.
Let's see. Hey man, y'all got any more questions, man? Like I said, you got a couple more minutes, man. See if y'all got any more questions. Let me see. Dre Murphy has said, "Zone, you got a slimmer chance of turning the ball over. Run the damn ball in the red zone. Did you throw the ball in the red zone?" That's just my opinion. That sounds like a poem. It just had a whole bunch of dams in it.
I ain't reading that shit, man.
But pretty much what he's saying is just don't when you're in the red zone, don't get too cute.
I mean, he has it. That's again.
No, he's talking about the players. You know that's what we're talking about with the execution part of things. Like some of the players' mindset may be getting too cute. Like I say, that's just a whole team thing.
These motherfuckers just not tackling it. If we just tackle, we win a lot of those games, man. These last couple of games, if we just tackle well. Like they've been in there, like most of the players, except for that play against Carter, he got too cute. Bud got too cute on one, and then every time he get in, he think he out there goddamn salsa on cha-cha dancing and shit, spinning around and like, bro, dipping. It's like, bro, just stay in your freaking lane. We know you can spin, okay? We know you can spin. We know you got that Chuck. You've been going to the Chuck Smith school not Chuck Smith, but the White Friendly spin school.
Spin
like
Academy.
We know that
Spin Academy.
Spin Academy. We know what you've been doing. We see you can do that, but stop doing that, okay? Put your eyes on my pillow, okay?
Well, it goes back to it goes back to what we've been saying, Mike. And I seen this like before the season started when they talked to John Abraham when they all was in the barbershop. He talked about like knowing on certain downs what you're gonna do. That comes to like being smart. If it's third and fourth and long, okay, yeah, you got time to spin and do all of that. But if it's just a
Mm-hmm.
short yardage, like you gotta know the down and distance, and that's what I think that, and that's why I say again, experience is the best teacher. Like these guys are gonna have to learn the hard way. Like trust me, those two games against the Vikings and the Cardinals, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
got games for you to learn a lesson. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that knot on your head. After your mom told you to stop running in the house, you run into the wall. You got to
I
get you
broke
got
my thumb because doing that too. I broke my
yeah.
thumb
You
wrestling.
got to get those lumps and those bruises, man. And I really feel like this team, those two L's to the Vikings and the Cardinals, we should have learned our lesson. Stop over pursuing. All I keep saying, all AK had to do on that scramble with Kyler Murray was just stop. He was chasing
Mm-hmm.
them. Stop chasing. Let that he's running backwards. Why are you chasing him 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage? If he want to run
Mm-hmm.
back there, let him run. The first down is
What
behind
else
us.
is doing?
Man,
Yeah,
He
we
got to
stopped.
throw the ball 30 yards to even get it back to the line of scrimmage. Why are you doing it?
Exactly.
I mean,
Lost leverage.
I
Chasing that
mean,
man around.
as we know, we be around kids. The one thing about kids is when they running around in circles, it's kind of hard to catch them. And that's what
Boy,
Kyler Murray reverted back to a 3-year-old on that play. Like all you had to do was just like, just stand there and you
That's
good.
it.
let them corner themselves.
That's it.
Um, yeah, Nathan Floyd. Oh, this is a good question to end the show on. Favorite food and dessert on Thanksgiving?
Ooh.
Ooh,
All of it.
ooh.
As long as we
See,
ain't talking about no
see,
chitlins, we good.
this would have been the perfect topic that I would think Don's hungry ass would jump on. Like,
I was just thinking about that, bro. I was about to say that. This is a Don question.
Just when you talk about food, his ass is nowhere near to be there.
exactly. Nah, man. Food, man. Like I said, man, I'm a mac and cheese guy. I'm a sucker for it. I don't know why. I'm just a sucker for it. We ain't we ain't talking about the slimy cheese that some of them other folks be cooking. We talking about the
Nah,
casserole style,
nope, we sure not talking about that.
the casserole style macaroni and cheese. I'm a sucker for that. Like I said, like I always say, you ain't got to buy me shit. If you got a casserole of macaroni and cheese, all well is forgiven. That shit solves world problems. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes to food on Thanksgiving, I'm more of a ham guy over turkey. I'm not big on turkey, so ham, as
Okay.
Kay said,
I can agree. I can
cheese,
agree.
Okay.
baked mac and cheese and ham. Those are the two. And then for dessert, apple pie and ice cream. That's just me. I do apple pie and vanilla ice cream.
Mm. Hey man, hey look, the dressing's on point. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie too. I don't care what nobody say, boy, but cabbage is underrated as fuck, bro.
Oh yeah, they
You
make you
be
fart like hell, but I look,
yeah.
I'll eat a whole pot of.
I don't give a fuck, boy. I air that whole room out, boy. That shit good as hell to me. As long as you got some dressing, some cabbage, some mac and cheese, um, turkey,
Damn it,
ham.
man! I'm hungry as a
Yeah,
mug now. Good God.
yeah. Like I said, ham has a little bit more of that flavor we like. Turkey be dry as hell. That shit be sandpaper at times. So I feel what you talking about on that. But boy, red velvet cake. Mm, mm, mm. Ah.
That do
Mwah.
sound kind of good right there. Hell, they're licking his fingers already, boy.
Mm, mm, mm,
Finger looking good.
mm. Uh, Chris Wall said, "Y'all still doing consistent Hawk content?" Yes, we doing
Yes.
the Hawks talk. Georgia Sports Nation with Mikey. You'll see Ant and OG Truth. Yeah, we do the Hawks, do Braves every Friday. So yeah. It's still consistent. Like I said, we just take care of the football aspect of things over here. We let shout out to Mikey because Mikey's been doing his thing. He been doing his damn thing
Mike
covering.
is great, man. Mike is absolutely amazing.
Right. So y'all make sure you tune in to Georgia Sports Nation on Fridays where you will get that Hawks talk. Cause boy, after that last that whatever play in tournament game where I like how the hell do you score 152 points and lose by 5?
Man, look, they scored 130 something tonight. They scored 100 and
140. So I'm like, bro, I'm like,
yeah, 139 tonight. 139 points tonight. There ain't no such thing as dang defense in the NBA no more.
I'm like, bro, what? I'm like
No, excuse me, 146.
145. Well, right now it's looking like 146 to 145. I'm like, uh, I'm sitting here like, really? So
And this is just around the league. Just, like I said, there's no such thing as defense in the NBA. And if you just want to see a bunch of shooting, the NBA is for you.
I'm like, hold on. So, hold on, I'm doing the math here.
That's too much
So
math for me.
yeah, so the Hawks right now in 2 combined games have gave up a combination of 302 points in 2 games. What?
Yeah. This is the
No,
NBA. This is the
the
NBA,
NBA.
yeah.
At least they scored 300 some points, but hell, they gave up that too. I'm like, shit, you can score the 300. That's fine. You giving up 300? Nah, we ain't doing that. But Trey Young went off for 40 again, so.
Hold up.
Oh, wait a minute. They got a timeout or something going on right now? Because it's been
Yeah, it's
about
a timeout. It's a timeout.
I'm about to say it's been about 3 seconds for 10 minutes now. I'm like,
Right. Yeah, it was a timeout.
all right, so we're gonna let everybody go ahead and get their nights ready. I know everybody, the folks gonna be off of work tomorrow. I know everybody is ready to smell that food, ready to get for that family get together, and like you said, kick it with your family. Make sure everybody is blessed. Stay blessed. Continue. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, supporting the Heavy Hitters Live. We are 25 away from 500. So we definitely appreciate everybody with the support. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to that as well if you haven't. Subscribe to Juke Talk Sports, Mad Mike Sports, Mad Mike Network, and your boy 6-Man K Styles. And as we always say, we ain't here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
Y'all ain't gotta go home.
Come on, Juke, get it to us.
Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
Ad lib, boy.
Ad lib. Ad. Facts.